What's up guys, Meredith with ExtremeTerrain.com, and today we are checking out the Shift Power USA Throttle Response Controller fitting all 2022 and newer Toyota Tundras. Now if you've noticed a lag in your throttle response, whether you have put on bigger tires or heavier gear onto your truck, you're hauling heavier items, or whatever the case may be, and you want to get rid of it for a more responsive feel in your truck, this is going to do the trick. Now this will allow you to customize your throttle response for whatever mood or driving situation that you're in, and also have some safety modes to offer you more than just the added response. I do want to mention right up front that this will not add any power like a tuner would. This will just modify your throttle response, which is great if you don't want to mess with any parameters and want the ability to be able to turn it back to stock. This system has 7 different modes to tailor to your driving habits, whether you want a boost in throttle response or you even want to just dial it back. Now starting off with dynamic and sport mode, these will be the two that will help you with day-to-day acceleration and offer that sportier feel to your truck. The next two, super sport and race modes, will offer more of that aggressive feel and instant throttle response if you want virtually no throttle lag at all. This will also include safety modes like the valet setting, which will limit acceleration up to a certain point, and a lock mode that won't allow any throttle response until you unlock it with your smartphone. This will also feature an eco mode that will offer similar limitations and improve your MPG based on your driving habits, and can be tuned for up to 20% of a reduction in response to achieve that better fuel economy. Now all of these modes can be changed with the physical button that is included in the kit. It will illuminate in different colors for each of the modes, being very easy to read, or in your smartphone app that you can download in the Apple or Google Play Store for free. Now this will be a pretty small device with 2 OE style plugs. Now one of the plugs here will attach to the top of the throttle pedal and the other to the throttle harness, splitting it to allow changes to be made via this electronic module here. Now the wiring harness and the plugs will also be pretty durable with an IP67 waterproof rating, and it will have nylon mesh around the wires for some extra protection there. Now the orange little plug will be for the button. This is where you're going to plug it in, and you'll be able to run it up behind the dash and attach it wherever you'd like with the auto grade 3M tape right on the back. It is relatively small, so you will be able to hide it if you want, or you can put it right up front to make sure that you have full access to change your throttle response on the fly. This will come in at about $250, which is right on par, pretty average compared to other controllers like it. Now what I will say that stands out about this choice is the no-fuss design with minimal components included in the kit. It has a very easy to read and use button that can be easily hidden if you'd like, and it will have straightforward yet very effective modes. Now with this you don't have to worry about any fine tuning or additional hardware to do it with, which I think makes it a great choice if you want a simple and effective way to get the most out of your throttle response. Install will be a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter and should only take you about 15 minutes to get this hooked up. Now speaking of the install, we can head over to our shop and check out a detailed breakdown on our Tundra so you can figure out how to get this onto yours at home. So that is going to wrap it up for my review. Let's go ahead and get into the install.
What's up guys, today we're going to be doing a throttle controller on our Tundra, so let's get started. So the install process for this module is going to be pretty simple. What we're going to do is go into the throttle pedal and find the throttle pedal connector, unplug that, and then we will plug this in line with the factory connector and then the throttle pedal itself. It has a conversion harness here, and then we're going to secure our module up out of the way and then plug in our access button and stick that to the dashboard. Pretty simple process, there are no tools required for this, so let's get into it. So we're going to come in here and find our throttle pedal connector, unplug that, and then plug our harness in line with that. Tuck our module back up in here. So next thing we're going to do is go ahead and route and plug in our control button here that's going to stick to our lower dashboard. So we're going to send that under the steering column in between this panel and connect that to the red connector on our module. So let's go ahead and do that. Got this under here. Go ahead and plug that in. Now we're just going to tuck our module up under this panel here and out of the way. Make sure it doesn't interfere with any of your pedals. And your control button has an adhesive backing, so we'll go ahead and remove the cover on that and stick that on our lower dash. Put that here. Tuck our excess wiring back out of the way. So now once you have the pedal controller installed, you can then download the Shift Power app and get this set up. Now this is going to be specific to your device as opposed to a general thing as far as the passwords and your Bluetooth connection for your device specifically. But once you have that done, you can have full control of your system through the app, as well as the button that is provided, but there's a lot more interface with the app. It's easier to control this way. So we'll go ahead and show you some functionality here. So this comes with a 4 range modes for throttle control, your regular drive mode, your sport, super sport, and your race mode, as well as eco, valet, and lock mode. So lock mode acts as an anti-theft device. If you were to click on that, you could go ahead and just totally shut off your throttle. No one could get in and press the gas and drive away. It's a very nice security feature. You can turn that on and off as far as coming up to the vehicle and connecting to your Bluetooth, or leaving. It would activate once it disconnects from your device. Valet mode restricts the throttle range to about 30%, so your valet driver can't get in and have too much fun with your car, which is also nice. Eco mode, just going to keep it eco-friendly so you can save on your gas mileage when you're not really trying to get anywhere in a hurry. And then your 4 other drive modes here, you can tune and customize based on what you want. So this is sport mode. It's going to be a 50% gain in your throttle response and your throttle curve. Super sport is going to be the next most increase of your throttle response. And then finally your race mode is going to essentially double the output of your throttle response and your power curves. Now that's not to say power gains itself, just the way the power comes on and the way your throttle is responding to your input. So all these are very customizable. You can turn it back down, you can turn it all the way up. You can do whatever you want, fully customizable. Your regular drive mode here, this is going to be your daily, setting. Whatever you want, you can still turn that up realistically all the way to race mode, or come back down to your regular mode or anything like that, or go completely off. So once you've got all your settings sorted, everything's going to save automatically and go in, and you can select whichever mode you want through the app. Now you can also do that through the button as well, based on holding it for a certain amount of seconds to go into each specific drive mode, or lock, valet, or eco mode. So if you don't have your phone on you, you don't have the app, you don't want to download an app on your phone, you can go ahead and follow the specific instructions for each drive mode based on pressing the button, holding it for a certain amount of time, and that will put it into the other drive modes. Now the only thing with that is you won't have the tunability that you have on your app, so it's highly recommended to have the app with this pedal controller as well. So to demonstrate here, the button that comes with your module that you can control from will change colors based on the different modes here. So if you put it in lock mode, the module itself, the button, will go from blue to white, indicating that it is in lock mode. If we were to take it out, it will go back to green. Valet mode, now this requires you to unlock your phone every time. That's going to go into a blue valet mode. As you can see, it is a 30% throttle. And we'll take that back out. And then we can go switch between any of our sport, modes, that'll be yellow, Super Sport, race mode, that'll change it to red, orange, eco mode, it's going to be green again, and we'll take it out. So, like I said, you can control it from the button. It's much more tunable from the app itself. Alrighty guys, that about wraps up our review and install of our Shift Power USA throttle response controller for your 22 to current Tundra. Thanks for watching, and as always, for everything Tundra, keep it right here at ExtremeTerrain.com.